Now, let's wrap up with the gender question. These days, I often get the question about whether the man and the woman always represent a man and a woman. I also get the question about same-sex relationships, and of course those who don't see themselves as either a man or a woman, or those who have clients who don't see themselves in these ways. Let me tell you, from the get-go, none of these are issues. None of them. Here's why. When looking at whether the man always represents a man and a woman always represents a woman, well, my answer is no. At least not in my experience. Now, just in general, it does help to distinguish the man card from the woman card so that we get more specific indications from our readings, right? We don't want just everything to be anything at any time. We want some specificity. But it sometimes happens that the man will represent a woman and the woman will represent a man. In my own readings, there is a woman in my life who almost always shows up as the man in my readings. She's not manly, she's not gay, she's not trans. She's just a typical, regular woman, and I do not know why she consistently shows up as the man in my cards whenever I'm asking about this part of my life. So just keep an open mind when this is a possibility for you. But notice that this is most likely the case in your own readings. If you're reading for others, you might like to stick with the classical interpretation of the cards unless your client has different preferences. So on this note, let's address the issue of same-sex relationships. Again, no issues. One significator can be taken to represent the readee or your client, and the other significator can represent their lover. End of story. It does not need to be complicated. Remember that the man and woman are totally neutral cards. They take all of their qualities from nearby cards. The same goes for those who don't see themselves as either a man or a woman. Again, they can pick the one significator that they want to have represent them, and the other significator can simply represent their lover or other people in their lives. That is it.